For decades, Maurice Benard has been one of daytime television's most powerful and emotionally raw performers. Fans of General Hospital have watched him portray Sonny Corinthos through heartbreak, violence, redemption, and devastating loss. But recently, the beloved actor stepped beyond the script and delivered an emotional statement that left fans across the soap world stunned, reflective, and deeply moved. The atmosphere surrounding Benard's message was unlike the usual celebrity announcement or routine social media update. There was no flashy promotion, no teaser for an upcoming storyline, and no attempt to hide behind carefully polished public relations language. Instead, what emerged was something deeply personal, a heartfelt confession from a man who has spent years carrying not only the expectations of a television icon, but also the invisible weight of emotional battles many people never fully understood. Fans immediately sensed the gravity of the moment. For years, Maurice Benard has built a unique bond with viewers because he has never pretended to be perfect. Unlike many stars who maintain an untouchable image, Benard often speaks openly about mental health, anxiety, emotional exhaustion, and the complicated realities of life behind fame. That honesty is one reason audiences have remained fiercely loyal to him through every era of General Hospital. But this time felt different. This time, his words carried the unmistakable tone of someone reaching deep into his soul. According to longtime viewers, the emotional statement seemed to come after weeks of speculation about Benard's future, his emotional state, and the growing intensity of recent storylines involving Sonny Corinthos. Some fans had noticed subtle signs during interviews and appearances. Others believed the actor appeared emotionally drained during certain scenes. Online discussions exploded with theories ranging from retirement rumors to concerns about his health and well-being. Then came the statement that changed everything. Benard reportedly spoke about the importance of truth, healing, and recognizing personal struggles before they consume a person completely. Though he did not initially reveal every detail, his message carried profound emotional depth. He spoke about pain that cannot always be seen from the outside and acknowledged how difficult it can be to continue smiling while privately fighting inner battles. For many fans, those words hit hard. Social media quickly filled with emotional reactions from viewers who said they felt seen, understood, and comforted by his honesty. Some longtime fans admitted they cried reading his message because it reminded them that even strong people can suffer silently. Others praised him for continuing to use his platform to discuss emotional health in an industry that often rewards perfection over vulnerability. One fan wrote that Maurice Benard saved lives simply by being honest. Another described him as the emotional heart of daytime television. The impact of the statement spread far beyond General Hospital fandom. Mental health advocates applauded Benard's courage, pointing out that public figures rarely speak so candidly about emotional pain without carefully controlling the narrative. His willingness to show vulnerability resonated with people struggling in their own lives, especially those who feel pressure to appear strong for family, work, or society. And perhaps that is exactly why the moment became so powerful. For years, Sonny Corinthos has been portrayed as a man who controls chaos through force, intimidation, and emotional walls. Yet beneath that hard exterior, viewers have also witnessed Sonny's fragile humanity. Many believe Maurice Benard's real-life honesty is what made Sonny such a layered and unforgettable character in the first place. The line between actor and character has always fascinated fans. Both men carry scars, both fight internal demons, both struggle between strength and vulnerability, and now, Benard's emotional statement seemed to blur those boundaries even further. Insiders close to the soap world began speculating that the actor's message could influence future General Hospital storylines. Writers have historically drawn inspiration from emotional truths connected to performers, and some fans now wonder whether Sonny's upcoming arc may reflect themes of personal reckoning, emotional fatigue, or healing. If true, it could become one of the most powerful storylines the show has explored in years. There is also growing speculation that Benard's statement may signal a turning point in his career. While no official announcement regarding departure or retirement has been confirmed, fans cannot ignore the emotional weight behind his words. Some interpreted the message as a plea for understanding. Others viewed it as a declaration of survival after enduring years of emotional pressure. A few even fear the actor may be preparing for major life changes. Yet despite the uncertainty, one thing became crystal clear. Maurice Benard's connection with audiences remains stronger than ever. Part of what makes Benard unique is his refusal to separate entertainment from emotional truth. While many actors avoid discussing deeply personal issues, he has consistently used interviews, podcasts, and public appearances to encourage conversations about mental health. Over time, that openness transformed him from simply a soap opera legend into something much larger, a symbol of resilience for countless viewers. Many fans still remember moments when Benard discussed living with bipolar disorder and the challenges that came with it. Instead of hiding those experiences, he embraced them publicly, helping reduce stigma for people facing similar struggles. His advocacy earned admiration not only from soap audiences, but also from mental health communities worldwide. That history gave even more emotional power to his recent statement. People knew these were not empty words. They came from experience, from pain, from survival. Observers also noted how emotional fellow cast members appeared after the statement began circulating. Though several stars avoided commenting directly, many posted cryptic messages about love, support, healing, and family. Fans immediately interpreted those posts as indirect support for Benard during what may be an emotionally difficult period. Behind the scenes, General Hospital itself has reportedly rallied around the actor. Crew members and colleagues allegedly understand the emotional intensity that comes with playing Sonny Corinthos year after year. The character demands constant emotional extremes: rage, grief, violence, love, betrayal, guilt, and heartbreak, often within a single week of filming. That level of emotional immersion can take a heavy toll over time. Soap opera schedules are notoriously demanding. Actors frequently memorize massive amounts of dialogue while filming emotionally intense scenes at a relentless pace. For someone as emotionally invested in performance as Maurice Benard, the pressure can become overwhelming. Fans now wonder whether his emotional statement was partly a response to that exhaustion. At the same time, many viewers believe the message reflected something universal: the burden of carrying emotional pain while trying to remain strong for others. That theme resonates deeply in today's world. People everywhere are dealing with anxiety, burnout, grief, uncertainty, and emotional fatigue. Hearing a respected public figure admit vulnerability reminds audiences that struggling emotionally does not equal weakness. In fact, many argue it takes extraordinary courage to speak honestly about internal pain. Benard's message appears to have sparked exactly that kind of reflection. Discussion forums became flooded with fans sharing their own stories. Some described battles with depression. Others discussed losing loved ones or feeling emotionally isolated. Many credited Benard with helping them feel less alone. In an era dominated by superficial online personas, his raw honesty stood out. It felt real. That authenticity may explain why the emotional statement generated such widespread attention, even outside traditional soap opera media. Entertainment outlets quickly picked up the story, describing the actor's words as heartbreaking, inspiring, and deeply human. Several commentators noted that Maurice Benard has always possessed a rare emotional intensity, both on-screen and off-screen. Unlike celebrities who carefully distance themselves from fans, Benard often engages directly with viewers and speaks candidly about his emotional journey. That openness created trust, and trust made this moment even more impactful. Fans believed him, they felt his pain, and they wanted him to know he was not alone. Some viewers now believe General Hospital could honor this emotional moment by giving Sonny Corinthos one of the most transformative arcs in the show's modern history. Rather than focusing solely on mob wars and violence, they hope writers explore emotional healing, vulnerability, and the psychological consequences of years of trauma. Such a storyline could become groundbreaking for daytime television. Others speculate the statement may lead Maurice Benard to reduce his workload or prioritize personal well-being. After decades in one of television's most emotionally demanding roles, many fans would support whatever decision brings him peace and happiness. Still, the possibility of losing Sonny Corinthos terrifies viewers. The character has become woven into the DNA of General Hospital itself. Entire generations grew up watching Sonny navigate impossible choices while balancing power, family, loyalty, and emotional turmoil. Maurice Benard's portrayal transformed the character into one of the most iconic figures in soap history. Replacing him would be nearly impossible. That reality adds another emotional layer to the situation. Fans are not simply reacting to a celebrity statement. They are confronting the possibility that an era could eventually be changing. Yet even amid uncertainty, Benard's message ultimately carried hope. At its core, the emotional statement was not just about pain, it was about honesty, healing, human connection, and the importance of speaking openly before emotional suffering becomes unbearable. That message touched people because it reflected something deeply human. Everyone fights battles others cannot always see. In many ways, Maurice Benard's greatest legacy may extend beyond acting entirely. Yes, he created one of television's most unforgettable characters. Yes, he delivered legendary performances filled with intensity and emotional brilliance. But perhaps his most meaningful contribution is showing audiences that vulnerability itself can be a form of strength. For countless fans, his words became more than a celebrity headline. They became comfort, a reminder, proof that even people admired for strength sometimes struggle in silence. As reactions continue pouring in, support for Benard only seems to grow stronger. Fans across the world are sending messages of love, gratitude, and encouragement. Many are urging him to prioritize himself, regardless of what happens next in his career. And perhaps that is the most emotional part of all. After spending years giving audiences unforgettable performances and emotional catharsis, Maurice Benard is now receiving something equally powerful in return: unconditional support from the people whose lives he helped touch. Whether this moment marks a temporary emotional chapter or the beginning of a major turning point remains unknown. But one thing is certain: Maurice Benard's emotional statement has already left a lasting impact on fans, colleagues, and viewers everywhere. Because sometimes the most powerful words are not spoken by characters on television. Sometimes they come from the person behind the performance. And when Maurice Benard finally broke his silence, the world listened. Thank you for watching. Write what you think about it. Subscribe to the channel.